Right, are we recording? Welcome back to Press Plumb YouTube channel, and today we've got a tool bag. We've got toilets, innards to replace, we've got a tap to fit, we've got a ball valve to fit, all at the same job. It is just coming up to Christmas. It is extremely quiet at the minute because we're literally what, a week before Christmas. So this job has got plenty to do, so I thought, right, we'll get the camera out, we'll record some jobs. So let's go and have a look. So it's been off for a while. As you can see, we've got an elastic band up there. Now, I went to turn it off down here, and this old ball fix, sorry, absolutely pissed water everywhere. So I've run downstairs and I've just turned it off at the main stop tap. So we are going to be replacing that. Let's get that out of the way. Now, it's, where is it? My least favourite brand in plumbing, Thomas Dudley. Now, must be a strange different model because look, we have a back nut. Usually they're moulded in because they're arseholes and they like to make sure that you have to use their parts. Well, oh, no worries, don't worry too much about it, mate. It's gonna make me a cuppa. Right, pop them off, and then this whole thing should come out, so it's easier to work on. So I've tipped all the water out, so we need to take off this back nut here. So get my big grips, and we'll put that off. Come on. Now, I noticed Thomas Dudley. I wonder if this is going to be some awkward size that's like don't really exist. We'll find out. But basically, yeah, this usually doesn't have a back nut. It's built in. It's like formed and moulded to it. So first time I've ever seen one not like that. And it actually comes out. Now, oh look at that. There we go. And there is it out. I should imagine this is a very expensive part, to be honest with you, or obsolete, because like every time I try to replace or remove one of them, we never have much luck. So I'm going to put my finger in there, make sure that's clear of debris. Now we are fitting this weaver. Now you've got to make sure, because this sounds silly, but you've got to make sure that it is the one with for a concealed system, which means the hose obviously is a lot longer. So I'm going to pop this in like this. We might even need to remove that fill valve to be able to put this new one in, but we shall see. There's that one in. We'll give that a good old tighten up. We've got nice big rubbers, so we don't have to go mental with a tightener. But now we need to get the actual siphon in there. So we're going to remove it from this piece because this is for inch and a half rather than 2 inch. And we're going to see if we can get this in there, which is going to be fun. I'm going to see if we can try and remove this piece. Now, I'm really hoping I've not snapped something there. I don't think I have. Right. So move that flexi up there. This one here should just click into place like that. Dunk dunk. Now let's try and get this fill valve back together. So now we've got the cable actually on the other side. You don't want nothing in the way. So it goes up and down. Nice, that's clicked in. This slides into here somehow. Like that. And there we go. Oh, lovely, thank you very much. Cheers. That is fantastic. First off, we need to replace that ball effect's down there. Butterfly valve to replace it with. Put that in. I don't think a lot of people that like a bit of DIY, I don't think they sort of leave this stuff alone. So that's that in there. We get that wound on if we can. And then that should click, there we go, that one's in. Right, so I've tightened this one up, that's nice and tight. But I'm also going to put a bit of putter fee around here. As it always helps sealing it up, so give it a couple of wraps. Don't have to go too crazy. Just before you tighten up the actual back nut, so it just bulks out that washer a little bit. So, Tom, will you ever use PTFE? It's for toilet siphons. So this one has like a ring that goes up. It pushes the rubber up in there, and then we've got to try and make sure that this isn't cross-threaded, which I think is very easily done. Like that. Right. So now we really need to turn the water on and get this one tested before we do any more. And also we should hear quite a horrible noise from the ball valve refilling. So the only other thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop this button on here. So where's our new one? Here it is. Try and remember what way they go. And that one. Where is it? Should be like a little. Ah, there it is. Right. That one there we need. So it comes with all different ones. I mean, you can cover up a bigger hole. So I'll take this one out. That should pop through there nicely. Now, if they're a bit too tight, you'll find that button doesn't want to push. Yeah? Doesn't want to go nicely. So what we'll have to do is take that out. I'm just going to file around there and just widen that up ever so slightly. Right, so got it on. So all it does is that plate and this one, you've got to make sure it's nice and tight, because if it's not super tight, then that piece there, which clips on, and you use the blue tab, look at the actual thing, not look through the camera, Sam, that always helps. Won't click into place properly, so that's clicked into place, and you give it a good old tug to make sure that that ain't going to come off. But it should be that you press that blue button to release it. So if you haven't tightened that up enough, it won't go on. But I'll just check that. Right. Let's go down, turn the water on, and then we'll go test this. Alright, so on. Turn that off. Now it's going to start filling because it's filling up that. There you go. Puts it on there. Okay, that's off. Alright. Let's go have a look at this toilet. So I'm moving pretty quick. As you got to when you first turn something off. So, first off, have we got any leaks down there? Just put our handers around it, feels good. Turn it on. Look for leaks on the top of that nut. Anything up here that could have come apart or come undone. And obviously that is now filling. And we're just going to make sure that that fills and it stops. I should be picking it up on camera, but that is a loud ball valve. Very loud. I can see why he wants it replaced. Right, let's turn the camera around, we'll have a little look at the toilet. Okay, so we can't be, it's quite far off yet. I'm filling up, it's quite slow. So, got to wait a little while for that to go, but we could give it a little half flush. And we don't need to put all the button on and everything, all you can do is just lift up that bit there. So we'll lift up that. And we're looking for any leaks. Basically from round here, this is where it would leak. If it is going to leak, it would be round here. Or potentially back here. So put a finger under there. So that's where the flush cone goes in there. Just check all around that. I usually like to give it 10 flushes, so I think we'll give it 5 just because of how tediously slow this is. I'm going to go against my own 10 flush rule for this one. And then someone reminded me on the last video, if you know, you know. Let that come into focus. And there you go, there's your points. Right, so there we go. Unit's all back together. It's all sorted, button works, it flushes. Let's give it a flush. There we go, lovely. Now I'm having to hold the light because it's very dark in here, so it's the only way for you guys to actually be able to see things in that lovely, glorious high definition that I film. So I have noticed that like when I'm filming at the minute, right, look, with loads of light, there's too much light. Let the camera adjust. Ooh. Look at, you can see every individual hair on my beard. But when the light's off, it's all pixelated and horrible. So I'm trying to sort out the lighting situation as best I can for when I am working under little cupboards like that, is to try and get a bit of light in there so that it looks a bit better for you. Right, next job for me is going to be kitchen tap. I'm saving the loft for last because I don't like lofts. So I'm saving them for last. Anyway, I'm going to have this cup of tea. Let that one go to waste. So let's go downstairs. Okay, so let's have a look, see what we got. It all looks quite modern and nice and new, but the only problem is these taps here. He said this has popped out. I mean, look how loose that is. It's fucked, isn't it? Oh, I haven't even turned the water off yet. Right, start by turning the water off. Or do we try the ISOs? Judging by the one upstairs, this will probably leak. It'll be alright. Otherwise it means draining all the hot down. So let's give it a go.
Absolute maze of pipes down there.
Yep, of course it did. Fuck. So I've disconnected the pipes, obviously there's a little bit of water in there. Don't worry, we got a bowl. But that back nut is so loose that I can do that by hand, that nut. Yeah, it's barely on there. There we go, that's that off. That's that out. I'm going to check what size that is before we put it in. Try that one. Yeah, that's the one there. Right, cool. So that goes that way. that's that one there. On there. And starting from the top, that's cold. So you can get that on there. Oh yeah. Oh come on. Like that. Now if we need to we can cut them lower. That's not kinked at all. No it's not. Like that. And then that one, like that, so you've got to kind of like do that, spiral up. Like that. And like that. There we go. Just leave that drain in. Let's turn on another hot tap down here. Oh, can you turn on the... Yeah. Just turn on the hot tap in the utility as well. And also this one as well. So hopefully we can get that drained fairly quick. Now I just like to stand there for a couple of seconds because I've only ever done this once, but I drained down, thought I was draining down, and the plug was blocked, and then it was just pouring over. So when I come back, I was like, no. Luckily, it was an empty house. It was what they call a void on the council, but right, there we go. Right, so I picked up the butterfly valve for upstairs when I went to the merchant. Now I didn't grab any more, I just grabbed the one, idiot. So I've looked on the back of the van, the only isolations I've got are these, flat face ones. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to put that at the top, yeah? Connect the tap straight to that, put that at the top. And then the bottom, we're just gonna have to either just make it a solder joint or a compression straight. I think what we'll do is probably just, thing is we're soldering it up, it's tank fed, so it could be a bit of a pig. We'll have a look, I'll find something. Or I could potentially find something. Or I could just go off and grab a load of valves, because really, we should do the hot and the cold, shouldn't we, for the next plumber? We should do that. Yeah, we'll do that. Right, so we got it disconnected, but we need to take off this nut and olive. So let's pop on our, oh no, I hate that. See when it's like that? But I do have somewhere your whole pipe rim job. Oh, like that. That should allow that in there, there we go. See, I have got some use. So we can put this on, which is an olive puller, which we need to wind all the way out. Should have just done it like that, there we go. That screws onto there. Get nice and tight there. Put a spanner on there. And then, right, ratchet screwdriver goes in there. And we just tighten that on there, like that, until it pulls that olive all off. And there we go, we can now solder onto that. So you can see I've lowered it as well, so I have put that one on there. And then down here, this is going to be a soldered one, so this will be a bit of fun getting this soldered, but let's have a go. Right. Oh, nice awkward angle for me. Right. Let's have a look. That back end's not soldering up very nice. Now what we can do is take this off. Like this, and open that up. There we go. Right. There we go, much better. Just have a bit of water left in it. And there we go. Well, the only problem is with that cooling down too fast. But that's okay, that's not too bad. Right. Not the neatest solder in the world, but it is under a kitchen sink, hidden out the way. Right, let's put this one back on. There. Turn that off. Need to reconnect that tap up the top and obviously give that a good clean up. Last job, and we've got 6% battery, so I'm gonna have to be a bit careful, because if I film too much of me blabbing, it's gonna cut out and the video's gonna have to end there. So let me shut up and we'll go over there. So no joke, I'm having the worst problems ever getting this off, and I think I might have just about loosened it up. It's been forever since I've come across one that bad that we need a recip saw. So we got the old backhoe heavy metal blade. So good, you need to get them. We're gonna have to cut it off. I can't get it any more off than that. It's like it's Loctited round. I managed to get that disconnected, but right, so we have the camera back up and running again. I did have to just stop for some lunch. So I thought, I'll go in the van. I dug about, I found a charger. So, popped down the road, grabbed something for lunch, and then I've come back, and then now we're on our way back. So, we're just around the corner. He stopped for lunch as well, and I was like, oh, it smells wow nice. All it was, I could smell it, it was the Heinz tomato soup. It was, you know when you fancy something, it's not what I actually had for lunch. I just stopped at a shop. But it's making me really fancy a nice tin of tomato soup. Strange, I know. Anyway, let's go back up to the job. I did get the ball valve on, obviously. It was an absolute bitch getting it off, as you've already heard. But the old recip went through it like butter. Oh yes. So we cut it out, replaced it. We kept the nice big back plate, so keep it from moving, keep it from making too much noise. There's a hell of a lot of pressure going through that ball valve, because when it's filling up, obviously it's, you know, you can hear it filling. You would, yeah, you can hear the pipes running. You can tell that there's a whole lot of, oh, that's a big pump, a whole lot of pressure there. So yeah, but anyway, at least we haven't got that banging noise. So look at that, it's a massive bottle of Fanta. There was something about any popular drink when it's in glass bottle form, and it tastes so much nicer. And also, I think that is imported from somewhere, so it's like proper syrup in it. You know what I mean? It's got some sugar in there, avoiding the sugar tax somehow, I should think, because that is banging. Right, cut to me. Checking everything over. The water is back on. We'll just check everything over. We'll give the toilet another flush. We'll run the hot a little bit, get it filling up, see if we've got any, if the noise issues are resolved, and we'll check over the new solder joint and obviously all the tap and the connections to the kitchen tap. So let's go. Okay, so we're back. The toilet is not running anymore, which is good. We'll give that a flush. That's flushing okay. Right, up in the loft. Let's pull this out slightly. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So we can't see no leaks there. Can't see anything. We're gonna have to. Oh, look at that, there's a bit there, look. I'll tell you what, this light is so good. I dropped it in there and it's still working absolutely fine. Hold it, it goes even brighter. It's a good little light, that. It's supposed to be a head torch, by the way, but I've lost the strap. I say lost, I will find it somewhere. Right, so I'm going to get this lid back on. I need 2 hands for this. Right, that one goes there, can't fall in. Right, grab my tools. And let's get the fuck out of the loft. I think I've got everything I need. Right, let's go downstairs. Yeah, just changed it over a bit. Just put a valve on the top end, cut it down, and yeah, it's got a new joint at the back. So yeah, there we go. There we go. It's kind of half a day's work that sort of popped up out the blue. Like I say, like this run up to Christmas, I've got work in. Like I've got an immersion heater that I need to sort out tomorrow. Like I could go and do it today, but me personally, I don't know if any of you guys are the same. I would rather have one little job in every single day of the week than do them all on a Monday and have the rest of the week to myself, and that is the fuel light on because I've been sat on the steepest hill ever. Because I feel like I need to have a purpose to get out of bed, put my work clothes on and just go to work. And yeah, I might be finished super early, whatever, but like this job, in all honesty, we got there at 10 o'clock this morning and it is currently about 2:30 or maybe 20 to 3. So nice little sort of day, you know. Not we certainly weren't up early and we certainly aren't going home late, but it will do right now. It will do. So I've got to sort out that immersion heater tomorrow. That'll be good fun. I might record that one. I'll see what it's like. If it's super straightforward, it might just be a very short video, but I will still make a video out of it, I'm sure. So, right, till next time, subscribe, like, hype it, comment, become a member, do all those things in that exact order, and it'll be my Christmas present. Oh, thank you. Right, bye. Right, I have to address comments like this. Okay, let's just talk about it. Just talk about it real quick. Give it a brief read through. Okay, so let's address this comment. Right, I have a membership scheme. It means that if you pay 99p a month, you get extra videos. If you don't like it, now this is the thing with me in social media, I like to separate the wheat from the chaff. If you don't like my videos, fuck off. If you don't like the way I do my videos, fuck off. If you don't like me, fuck off. That is my attitude. I'm not gonna beg. I'm gonna beg you, please subscribe. Please subscribe. I don't have enough subscribers. Look, there are 1,000,001 different plumbing accounts, okay? Now the sentiment of this is, oh, you just want to get extra money and blah, blah, blah. Find another plumber on YouTube that isn't selling their soul to every company going, okay? Find one. Come back and tell me. Oh, this video is sponsored by, I don't know, fucking, what's a really shit product that, oh, this video is sponsored by Thomas Dudley. Go fuck yourselves, okay? So, look, I don't have any sponsorship deals on YouTube. I've been offered sponsorship deals on YouTube, okay? And I turn them down every time, okay? I got offered a whole bathroom suite for free for me to fit and record, but I said I don't have sponsorships on my YouTube. I have my membership scheme. That's how I make a little bit of extra money, but I still have to put in the work making extra videos, And there's lots and lots of extra videos that they take time, yeah? Like this video, I've had to sit, I've had to edit it, I've had to do all the colouring, colour correcting, I've had to do everything, I've had to do all the transitions, I've had to do the intro, the outro, the fucking everything, right? So people like yourself can please fuck off, because no one gives a shit, no one cares, okay? You're here for a good time, you're not here to, you're not here for anything else, are you? You're here to watch a fun little vlog, yeah, where it just so happens that I'm a plumber. I'm not really like a plumbing YouTube account. This is, I consider myself someone who vlogs daily, and I just so happen to be a plumber. So the plumbing isn't even that great. In all honesty, it's not even that great. It's not even worth watching. But there you go. So I thought I'd address a comment for once in a video, and it just so happens to be not the nicest one. So there we go. Anyway, who likes the little outros? I'm sorry, I've dug through that. I do have some more silly funny outros. Okay, there are some more silly funny outros, but I'm trying to spread them out. So yeah, the only thing is though, I did all the outros was specifically for short form, and so some of them are, you know, some of them are content creators, but they're from short form things. So I don't know whether you guys on YouTube would even know who they are. Rufus Rice, do you know him? If you do know him, leave it in the comments, let me know. But yeah, so I'll try and get some more silly outros made up. In fact, if you want to send me a silly outro, if you want to be featured in the outro, please DM me on Instagram. It's what is my username? It's Professor Plumb. It's Professor Plumb _. There we go. Right, so message me on there if you want to be in the outro. Send me a funny little video. I'll stick it in the outros. Bye.